Hey, good evening, everyone. Hope everyone's had a great weekend. Just had a great weekend myself. I've got to admit it. For those of you that have been following me, I was down at Melbourne at the weekend and went to the Grand Prix. What a weekend, guys! If you're looking for some live sports, it is definitely an event worth taking in. I've been to some big ones in my time, but yeah, this just blew my socks off, big style. What an event! Um, what I've got here is I'm going to run this video actually just now, and I was going to keep it till the end, but I think I've got to share it, to be honest with you. It's just something I put together, and yeah, so I'll just run this video and let everybody see what the weekend looked like. So there you have it, guys. Great weekend racing. I'm not a ref head, far from it, and but I've got to say it's one of the best weekends I've ever had with my kids. So yeah, guys, if you're looking for something to do next year, I'd suggest you get yourself down there. It's a fantastic weekend. As you can see, we've got a different look this week. Banner on the top. I've not only have I had a great week with the F1 weekend, but as you can see, we've got a bunch of people come on board who are now going to help, are willing to support what we're trying to do here. As you can see, we've got Brisbane Kawasaki's jumped on board. So Jamie, thank you very much for that, mate. And Shoreline in Moss Street. We've got these guys on board. Thank you a lot. Thank you very much, Geordie. Really appreciate the support you're giving us. Jetski, Joanne Christopherson up on the Sunshine Coast. Again, thank you very much. We've got Marty James, Jet1 Industries. Guys, if you know Marty, registration numbers, vehicle graphics, he's your man. Hook him up and see what he can help you out with. And then finally, we've got K-Speed as well, which is part of Brisbane Kawasaki. Again, Jamie, massive shout out and thanks to everyone that's willing to come on board and help us out and try and get us to where we want to get to. So I'm going to move on now. We'll do the roundup, and here we have. Let's just move into the next screen, and so we've got Victorian Jetski at the weekend up at Kangaroo Lakes. They had the racing going on as well. And I managed to get the results through. They were posted up. I did ask Alex Ewing if he would send them through, but when he told me he was just going to put them on the website, on the Facebook page, it was a bit of a no-brainer. So he didn't have to send me anything. He got it up on time. So here we go. Different class, the various classes that were racing. I believe the conditions were pretty decent for the racing. They managed to race get all their events run. Pro-Am stock run around. First place, Les Cook. Second, Joel Vanderkamp. Third, Justin Cook. Fourth, Joel Carter. Fifth, Travis Trefrauen. Beginners rec lights, we've got Ryan Ireland, Travis Jackson, John Curry. Beginner ski lights, we got first place is Mark Wickens. Greg Wright was second. Third place was Travis Watt. Fourth place, Steve Tomlinson. Beginners, naturally aspirated runabouts. First place, Joel Carter. Second place was Rocky Ad. Third place was D. Ryan. Nice effort, solid effort, D. Well done. And amongst the boys, well done. Beginners vintage ski, Travis Watt was first. Second place was Michael Siri. And we got, let's see, let me get up far enough for you so you can see it. Third place was Matt Ferguson. So yeah, solid days racing up there. I believe the conditions were pretty good for it. So well done to everyone involved. I was speaking to Alex. I messaged to Alex as to when their next round was. He said it may not be until around about October, but that some of the guys will probably attend the New South Wales events or possibly even come up to Queensland. So that would be pretty good if they can make it up. I've got a quick shout out for the guys over the pond in New Zealand. They've got that event coming up on the 22nd, 23rd, I think it is, of April. Yep, there we go. I think you guys can see that there. It's coming up. Aqua X Grand Prix being held at Kinloch on North Island, Tupou, 23rd, 24th April. They're still taking entries. I don't know who's able to get to that in time, or whether they're planning on going over the pond to watch. But if you're in New Zealand, North Island, and you're looking for an event to go to and watch and maybe help out with, then hook up with these guys and look them up on their page here, contact them, and then they'll take it from there. So let's go to New South Wales. Let's see what they have got going on. They had their event last weekend. Not the weekend past, but the weekend before. Yep, here we go. So let's go to the results. Hopefully you guys can see these. It's a little bit small. Let's see. Let me go back to the original page, which you could see. There's a lot to take in here. Junior Light Ski Racing. Yep, we got Paul Majali. Second was Lachlan Gibbons. Third was Jesse Steiner. I'm not going to read out the rest of them. There's quite a list to go through. Next race, Pro-Am Lights, Ski Pond. Anthony Murphy was first. Let's see, that's actually, I don't think that's the, yep. Tell a lie. Yep, that's round 3. Sorry, my apologies, guys. Results, that's the point standings after round 3. And their next round is the 1st of May. So I think Paul Baisley's doing pretty good in this, if I remember correctly. Let me just try and find it. Hang on a second, guys. Let me get that up there. Hold the bus. Yeah, we got Paul in there somewhere. I've got to just find it first. Let's see. See if that makes things a bit bigger. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully that. Yeah, there we go. Guys, I hope you can see that. So that's the Pro-Am stock runabout. Now, bearing in mind, Paul was actually in Clontarf the day before. And he got a couple of good results at the day after on the Sunday, and I think that's put him up the ladder. So he's currently leading the Pro-Am stock runabout at the moment. Ash Kendall's obviously second, Lucas Sandrin's third, and then look below, Paul, mate, you're doing good. Daz, I'm not entirely sure if it's Aqua X down in New Zealand. They're claiming it is. Whether it's an officially sanctioned Aqua X. I'm not entirely sure, or it could be just a New Zealand variation. I've yet to catch up with the guys there to try and speak to the guys and see what they're saying. Yeah, exactly, Carlo. Well done. Yeah. So Paul's leading the Pro Experience GP runabout as well. So Mark Quintadamo, Paul Levin is second and third respectively. I'm not entirely sure. Let's see who else is in here. Have we got any other? Seb's doing pretty good. He's including his son Jay, I believe. I'm sure it's doing quite good as well. Pro-Am stock runabout. We got Grace Davidson, who's sitting fourth. Go Grace. Shauna Cooper is seventh in the ladder at the moment. Who else do we have? Let's flick through. Liam Smith, Alex Ewan, you've been making the trip up to New South Wales. Go you, mate. You're in the Pro-Am. You're sitting, propping up the ladders in the Pro-Am lights and the veteran ski lights. But yeah, some good results there for some of the guys that are coming from out of state, from other states into New South Wales. So keep it going, keep supporting them. Their next round, if I remember correctly, let me just look it up, I believe is the 1st of May. And let me just say a second. Right up. Yep, 1st of May. And they're Chipping Norton, New South Wales. Alex is heading up, he says. So Alex, go you, mate. And well done. Hang in there. I'm pretty sure you'll be taking some of the others with you as well. So guys in Queensland as well. I think we've got some riders will probably be going back down to New South Wales as well. And all the best to those guys. So keep your eyes out, keep your eyes peeled. Those results will be, entries will be open soon. Yeah, so just keep an eye on the page. Let's go QPWC up in Queensland. We don't have the results up actually from the last round. Give me a second. It didn't go up, I don't think. Yeah, I think they were a little bit delayed in going up. I don't think they've went up yet. Give me a second. No, nothing there. Now, they had the event up at the... there was meant to be the event at the SCX up at Alex Head on the weekend, but the weather was outrageous. Ended up getting cancelled on safety grounds. I believe they went ahead with the free riding comp though, but the skate and scooter event got canned. That got postponed as well. The weather was a little bit fruity up there. Let's see. So where are we at with QPWC? Next round is the 23rd of April. Up at Clontarf again, Bells Beach, same location as before. And let me just scroll down and I'll get that page in for you. Hang on a second. Yep, here we go. So there you go, guys. Yeah, racing would have been carnage. I saw the photographs up Daz. It would have been interesting, to say the least. But I don't think. Yeah, it would have been a hell of a lot worse than Clontarf was a few weeks back. I know, Jeff. It would have been fun to see how everybody was dealing with it, though, just for the hell of it. All right, so 23rd of April, we've got entries are open just now. If you get your entries in before the 18th of April for the Queensland PWC comp, you'll be $150. If you wait until after the 21st of April, that will include an additional admin fee on top of your $130. So you will then be paying $180. So the sooner you get your entries in, the better. And guys, I say the same thing all the time and every week for these events. Go up, support them, help them out if you can. They're always looking for holders for the jet skis. If you don't want to race, go up and see what it's all about, and see if it's something you maybe want to do. Even after last week, we had Daz Kale on, who's our marshalling and safety guru. He's happy if you want to have a chat with him. Try and catch him if you can. He's a little bit flat out and first things in the morning, but if he has a moment, he will take the time to have a chat with you. Alternatively, you can look him up on Facebook or Instagram and ask him some question if you're interested in getting into the safety side of things, on the marshalling side of things. They're always looking for new people. So at some point these guys are going to have to hand the baton over to new blood, but they want to make sure everybody's. I think everybody wants. Daz wants to make sure he's got his finger on the pulse and he's teaching everybody all the correct way. So it would be Daz that's teaching you how to do it properly. So he's your man to speak to. So, but they're always looking for people to help, whether it be the marshalling or the events themselves. So look them up, all right, and they'll always be very grateful for your assistance. So let's see where we're at. Let's move on. What we got here, I think this was the SCX event, which had a bit of they had a bit of a curveball. The free ride event was the only one that went ahead. As you can see from that picture, I think you'll probably see that picture there. That was one of the reasons why the skate and scooter comp got postponed. Matthew O'Connor, my heart goes out to you. You put all that heart and soul into that event, and unfortunately some of the events weren't pulled off. I hope this scooter and skate comp happens later date and goes well. So hats off to you for doing it. The free ride event did go ahead, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try and get these pictures up and flick through some of them. I'm not going to individualize them all because these are from Jeff Lakeford, nautical image from the free ride event on Saturday. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jeff, but a rescue guru. Well, you are, Daz. Jeff was up there taking some pictures. He took a bunch of pictures. There was a few others up there as well taking pictures, but these were the ones that I've came across. The most notable ones. Let me just let's have a look at them all and see what we've got. We'll scroll through them. Some of the aerials are just insane. Yeah, look at that one. I hope you guys can catch a glimpse of that one. Yeah, there we go. Let's go through a bunch of them. Wow, that's amazing. The swell's definitely, that's the one good thing about the swell. It's going to help these guys get vertical pretty quick. Look at that one. Damn, that's insane. It's like I'll throw a wave in there while I'm at it. Wave at everyone. I think Jeffy's waving at you, mate. Let's see where else we have. Wow. Check them out. Jeff, you need to get out on your ski on these. You need to get up close on these people. Do a couple of flips yourself, mate. Let's see where else. Well, just scroll through. Oops, somebody's off. Somebody's off there. Some good ones. There's the conditions for you. So you can see why the QPWC event was cancelled. There's no way you could, mind you could race around those waves. That'd be interesting. Yeah, so there's a swell for you. Give you an idea how bad it was. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Wow. That's crazy. Whoa. Yep. So let's go. Where else are we at? Where else? Oh, jeez. Look at this one. Wow. That's mad. Jeff, I don't blame you 150 metres away staying dry, but they're still good pictures, mate. Just, distance is no object, mate. Let's see who else we got. Scroll through. Oh, wow, we got still quite a few. Nice ones. They're cool. Wow. I'll hopefully get to the next. Matthew, what I would say to you, man, Matthew O'Connor, is if you're organising this event next time, make sure it doesn't clash with the Formula One. Because if it's going to pick between one or the other, I know which one I'm going to, and unfortunately you're going to. I'm not be able to make it to your event, mate. Although it does look pretty good. Some of the aerials there are just epic. Man, they just make it look easy. So let's see how. I don't know if I had any. Was there any? Is there any females in this competition? Does anybody know, or is it just all the guys? Try to see where we got. Jesus, Jeff, how many have you got, man? I think you've got a few here. Huh? I think this rider's just levitating. Wow. It's just a pity we couldn't have got the other events going as well, because there would have been some great tricks from the kids in the skate parks and stuff. Last year's video and the year before was just amazing what some of the kids were doing. Let's see where we're at. Wow. That's crazy. Crazy. So there you go. That's just some of them. Guys, you can check these out on Nautical Images page. Obviously, that's the page I'm using at the moment. Go check them out and all Jeff's other pictures. If you've never seen his footage before, it's definitely worth a check out. Even not just his pictures, but the videos as well. Some of his videos are really nice as well. I had Jeff on a couple of weeks ago, and to be honest, I'm actually going to call him up shortly. I'm going to have him on here shortly, so bear with me, Jeff, and we'll get you here. Let me just set that up actually just now. Let's do it. Alright, fingers crossed he comes in here. Let's get him on and cry. Bet you. I hear something. Jeff, tell me you're here, mate. Where are we at? Guest chat.
Yeah, I'm here, mate.
I can hear you. I've got the wrong window, I think, though. There we go. This could be it. Wait a minute. What's going on? Bear with me a second, mate. No. You must have been sitting there ready waiting for me.
Yeah.
Yep, I know what it is.
I'm not sure I'm dressed appropriate, mate.
You joking? Really? Don't tell me you're sitting there naked.
Practically.
No, you can't do that, man.
Have
I just got to look at myself?
No, I'm here. Picture's up. You just got to add me in.
Yeah, no, I can't bloody get you in. No, that's a problem. I'm just trying to find it. They should be there. What the heck?
It's not happening.
No, the wrong one.
Press the other button.
That's wrong one.
No. Try another button.
Oh, give me a second. I'll give you this shit off. Give me this off. Right. I need to check and make sure you are actually on. Right, you're there. That's fine. Cool. And why are you not coming up then? You should be appearing. Hit the red button. Cheers, Chris. I had this earlier and it's done it again to me. So I don't know why this is not happening. So give me a minute. See if it sort it out this way. You could chat away. Listen, mate. How was the weekend? I know it was a bit wet up there.
Yes, it was wet and it was windy, but it was a good weekend.
It's such a. I really feel for Matthew though, because obviously he couldn't get the event up the way that he had wanted to.
Yeah.
So that's just really unfortunate.
No, well, there was supposed to be a lot more rain on the Friday, and the rain held off. And we're thinking, oh, well, maybe the weatherman's lying again for Saturday. Cross our fingers. And then I showed up on the Saturday, and he was shaking his head. It's like, oh no, QPWC's not coming. And then the rains come in, and then it was too wet for the skateboards, and it was like, oh, the poor fella.
Yeah, he's not. Like he did say to me. He did say to me that he had an alternative venue, an indoor venue for the skate and scooter. But
yeah, for the
looks
skating,
like that might have fallen through.
But they've postponed it, so it will happen. It'll just happen another day for the skate guys.
That's a bummer. So what have you been up to?
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
But no, still made a good day out of it.
Uh-huh.
Still made a good day of it. The guys out there were riding good. Nothing, just working, driving around circles in the truck, and I've been editing. Obviously, I had to get through all those photos.
No, I got that. That's one thing.
Not too bad.
That's one thing I'm going to. That's one thing I'm going to share actually just now. I managed to get it, guys. For everybody that's wondering, Jeff sent me a video through Dropbox, like literally seconds as I was going on to air. Well, like he probably, in fairness, Jeff, you probably sent it to me earlier than seconds before, but I didn't get the message from you, Jeff, until literally going on air. So let me get that up for you just now. Here we go. Let's try and play this and see how we go. Probably can't even hear it. Have you got a soundtrack on this?
Yeah.
You have. Why have I got no sound? There we go. I just realised, shit. I just realised I haven't even played. Guys, so my apologies. I'd never switched the screen there, so I'm going to play it again. My apologies.
No, seriously,
Right, there you
what
go.
is this place?
This is heaven.
very rushed that video.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. So there you go. Nice one. 2 seconds. Are you still there, eh?
Yeah,
Tell me you're still there, mate. Yeah.
I'm still here.
All right, cool. Yeah, there's your stuff. So how many pictures did you take over the course of the weekend?
I took, I think it was 1,600. There was only, I didn't take very many photos, so just 1,600 photos.
And how many of them are actually made?
Over the 2 days, and I'd normally take that in a day at an event, but the conditions for photos were as bad as it was for racing, because the colours, the clouds, the ISO levels, everything had to be changed for nearly every shot. So the whole morning you've got the sun shining off the water in your face as well at the same time. So it, so I took a lot more video than I normally would. And because there was 5 other photographers there, I knew it would be covered quite well anyway.
Yeah.
So it wasn't as important as other events where I'm the only one there, so I've got to capture everything I can. So so I didn't have to go too hard on the photos.
I'm still trying to get your messenger chat in, and I'm buggered. I can't get it's not coming up. I can't bloody find it. I'm trying to set up a new one. So
you done the same with Maddie too, didn't you?
No, I managed to find. Well, there was a slight delay with Matty's, but the problem is when I try to dial it in, it comes up as a separate window.
Yeah.
And then the way Bobby had suggested it to me was like I'm doing it exactly the same way as I did it with you a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why the damn thing's not coming up, because it should come up. And I'm a bit hesitant to go overboard with it, because otherwise wait a minute, I might be in luck here. What's happened here? Alright, there we go. Got you now. 2 seconds, I'm just sizing up the screen before I bring you in. Alright, there we go. Boom! There you go. It'll be a slight delay.
Oh, hey.
I don't know what's happened over the screen though. You've gone back to front, and it's I know what it is. I know what's happened. Give me a moment, and I'll get that sorted. Yeah, I know what's happened. It's flipped around the wrong way. So there we go. That's it. Oh dear. I've got to resize the screen, that's all. But we'll be good. Give me a moment. Nearly there. Gotcha. There. Boom. That's it.
Done.
How long did that take me? 20 minutes.
17 and a half minutes.
Oh dear, oh dear. Like, hey, listen, I've got like the plan. the plan eventually is that it's going to be on a better platform where it's all set up and all we do is just switch, boom, and it comes right up. That's the whole idea. That's why I'm trying to get people on board to help out, just so that we can, because like unfortunately some of these services they're not free. So you kind of got, and these guys are coming. So these guys are coming on board to help out, and that's going to help cover the cost of that. So I really appreciate all that. So yeah, and then hopefully I'll get to more platforms as well. So that's a big idea with those services. There'll be more platforms: YouTube, Instagram, all that. You could go to as well. So that's the big idea. So. And then somewhere down the track, we had that chat up at Redcliffe about possibly doing some live streaming of the events.
Yeah.
So that's something I really want to look into as well, and try and get some kind of live events going with that, and hopefully maybe with your assistance we can make it happen. That's why I asked you about the camera.
Yes.
But I'm still trying to find a decent camera that's not going to break the bank.
That's all right.
I don't want to have to sell a kidney, put it that way. But
So, well, I said I don't know if I'm dressed appropriately.
I know you look terrible. I'm the same actually. I'm not very well dressed either. So yeah, that's the plan, Carla. Try and get it live streams if we can. So I think when we have the event up, I think what's the one
It's
up
that
at?
bodgy shirt.
Looking nice there, mate.
Hey?
You're looking nice, yeah. For those of you out there, those t-shirts are available for sale if anyone's interested. Just hook me up, and I've got some other stuff coming as well. So fingers crossed. If you're looking for something to wear to represent, then go ahead. Yeah, you represent. Okay. Hey, listen, how's the ski update going?
Mine or yours?
Or is that no yours? Oh, mine's just fine. I've got to pick mine up tomorrow.
Yours is good.
I got mine. See, I go to a different dealer.
Yeah. No, I get.
Jamie's looking after mine.
I get that. I won't talk about mine. But
any update on when you get it though?
Well, no. I was gonna take it to another fella before the weekend, but I've been too busy to.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to finish early enough to pick it up and take it.
Because we need to get
to someone else.
We need to get out on these epic trips again and around and about.
Yeah, so it'll be just after Easter.
Get back to the old school ones. Like Jason said a couple of weeks ago, what happened to those old trips around North Stradey and South Stradey and.
Yeah, we have to do that.
Get back to doing some of these again.
Yes.
Even that run that you did with Gabby and Andrew up to, was it Morton? No. Yeah, Morton. From the Gold Coast. That was a pretty good run.
Yeah.
Didn't you go up through the passage as well? Through Pumaston Passage? Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And remember the old Brisbane River ride?
Yes.
Man, that was cold that day.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was a long day, though. It was a long day.
It was. I can't wait to get down to Tweed again. Tweed's a bloody good ride too.
Yeah. We've got a lot of catching up to do.
Yes, absolutely.
Guys, get yourself fixed up, mate. You got to get it fixed and get on the water.
Southport to Tweed Heads, that might be the next ride.
Oh, that'd be a good one. That'd be a good one.
Straight out the bar and down we go and up we go.
What, and through the Tweed bar as well?
Yeah. Yep.
And then up, and then right up the Tweed.
Seaway, out the Seaway down to Cook Island, in through the Tweed.
Guys, you heard it there. You heard it here. It's going to happen at some point.
Yep. No, it can carry enough fuel for that one. I've worked it out. I've already measured that one out before.
God, I need to see it up. It looks like I could be strapping two extra tanks on the bank.
No, well, we'll get a tanker down there at Fingal Boat Ramp. We'll get a tanker at Fingal Boat Ramp for you, for those Kawasaki's that want to come along as well.
Hey, listen, I would if I'd had my ski at the weekend and I wasn't down in Melbourne, I would have been out in that surf.
Yeah,
because my ski would have handled it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I know.
Hey, listen, my ski would have handled it. I don't know if I would have handled it.
Oh, absolutely not.
The ski would have been fine.
The ski would have been fine, and Daz would have had to come to collect it at some stage.
Again. As long as you make a video of that one.
Yeah. Always.
Got to make a collection.
Always. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
Chuck-
okay. So,
Chuck Norris
what's the
follows
next
you a
major
lot.
event you're up to then? What's the next major event?
Well, the next major is going to be the state titles for QPWC. That'll be the next major one.
When's that one again? That's May. Is it May?
You'll have to tell me.
Give me a second.
I think it is.
I've actually got it on my phone.
Yeah.
If I can get it, my phone that is. Oh no, I don't. Hang on a second. Let me just look it up
Right.
quickly.
We'll see. We'll see if I can beat you to it.
Ha! Let's see. Wrong one. There we go. Yeah. States,
Oh, we got the last round.
States.
Got the last round on the
Middle of May.
21st of April.
Carla's got
Yep.
it. Carla's got it. Yeah, Carla's
Oh,
got it.
what a! She's a legend.
14th, 15th of May, Somerset.
She's onto it all.
Yep. So guys, if you're heading up that way, you better get your camping gear sorted out, or wherever you're staying. Get it looked up and get it booked up, because it'll go pretty quick and you'll be left with nothing. So yeah, if you want to make a weekend of it, get up there. And now, I'll be honest, that's hopefully a date where I might be able to test for a live stream.
Are
if
you sure there
possible.
won't be any IndyCar races or V8 supercars or anything like that? Some random go-kart racing you might be at?
Nah.
No?
Listen,
No?
I was about. Hey, listen. There's no shame. I'm not gonna apologise for
Oh,
such
no,
a
you
great
can't.
weekend.
Not for Formula
I'm not
One.
gonna. Yeah, I can't
Oh.
fault the whole weekend. It was a. Did I say it was a good weekend? It was a good weekend.
Look, if I had any mates that would have invited me as well, I would have been there too. Don't worry.
Oh well, I would have, but it was a packed house already.
Yeah, there's a couple others there around you, wasn't there?
Hey, and supercars are pretty loud. Like a lot of you guys, I've never seen supercars. I've watched it on the television,
Yeah.
but man, they're loud.
Mm.
Yeah, they're loud. But the
Yeah.
thing with the F1 cars, like I don't know if anybody's seen them before, but you can hear them cutting through the air. Like you've got that vibration, boom, 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 boom. And that's
Yeah.
what I heard first, and then the engine, and they're a lot
Yeah.
quieter than I thought they were.
Yeah.
But that could be the new cars. I don't know. It could be the new designs.
Mm.
But the noise of them cutting through the air was what got me. It was just amazing to just listen to them passing by and just the rush of the air. But
Yeah.
yeah, great week. I spent a bloody fortune though.
Oh. It's all right.
Merchandise, my downfall.
Oh.
Not as bad as my daughter though. My daughter had a bit of a race team identity crisis.
She was wearing a bit of everything, was she?
Listen, Friday it was Mercedes.
Mercedes.
Yeah, and then in fairness, on Saturday it was just the race T-shirt, so it was just the event T-shirt, so that was fine.
Yeah.
But then on Sunday it was Red Bull.
Red Bull.
Red Bull it was.
Ferrari shoes. Mercedes. Jacket.
She actually thought about a Ferrari hat. And then to top it all, her fiance, he's the McLaren, so he's got the McLaren gear. But he's a Danny Ricciardo fan.
Oh.
So, I tell you, man, like if anybody's got a merchandising business and wants to sell some F1 gear, you'll make an absolute killing down there. I kid you not. The amount of money that exchanged hands down there for gear is unbelievable.
It'd be crazy.
How much stuff. Like T-shirts, $80 for a team T-shirt. $80-$90 easy for a team T-shirt. Baseball hats, $80-$90. It was like mad.
That's cheap. I'd sell this one for 100.
Fuck yeah, okay. Well, if that's 100, that means the hoodie's 150.
Easy,
All right.
150. Yeah.
Just message me, guys, if anybody's interested. I'll sell it to the highest bidder. Okay.
Yeah,
It's the only one of its kind at the moment.
Get the merch.
Logo on the back as well, I might add.
This is the only one in a 7XL as well.
It's the only blue one.
Is
It's
it?
the only blue one. So
Matches my eyes.
you're in the driver's seat, mate. You're in the driver's seat,
There
literally.
you go.
All right.
I'll have to up that price again.
160. It's just went up. I heard. Yep. I've just heard it's gone up to 160 now. So
Yeah.
Daz, you can't beat a Kawasaki, mate. Can't beat a Kawasaki. Can't beat it.
Daz needs to get one. It'd be a great safety boat.
Well, he was telling me he used one before. He used to use one. He's used all the brands.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
as
listen,
long
last
as
time
it's
I used a Yamaha, it didn't end very well for me.
well, the new ones have got the brake reverse back up on the handlebar. Well,
Yeah, I
not
don't
back
know.
up on the handlebar.
Like
Finally up on the handlebar.
Jordy's jumped on board here to help support the podcast. But I think if he looks
Oh,
back a couple of years ago to when we had that event at the ski park,
yeah.
I think he might have second thoughts about it because it almost ended disastrously for me and for the whole event.
For the whole event.
I'm not going to go into any details because those that were there know what happened.
It was frightening.
It could have been a bad,
It,
could have been a
it,
bad one. I was
it
absolutely
was.
mortified.
I
The
didn't
biggest
know whether to
mistake I
laugh
made,
or cry.
guys, let's just say the biggest mistake I made was I let my finger off the throttle. That was the biggest mistake I made. No
Never
steering.
do that. No
I'll
steering.
leave it at that, okay? So never again to happen.
Except for in mangroves or something like that, maybe.
No, that was me putting my finger on the trigger. I was putting my finger on the trigger to try and come out of it, and I just overdone it.
You have trigger problems.
Probably, I don't know. Small hands, mate. It's probably small hands.
That could be the problem. That could be the problem. You'll have to stretch them out.
I need to practice
Exercise.
more. That's what it is. So we need to go out on the water.
Yeah, well, let's do that.
We've
You'll
gotta
get your
get out
ski
on the
back.
water more.
Let's go. I'll jump on the back with you.
If you want, I'll ride you into the mangroves.
No, that won't be happening.
You'll have it on film,
only.
though. Well, you'll have it
Yeah.
on film. You might even have your drone out at the time, so we get.
I might have my last moments on film too. If that's the case.
Mate, you're going to hit me first before you hit anything else.
True.
It'll be my last moment.
Oh, I thought the last video of me was my last moment. Actually, that was hairy enough.
Okay, so how are you after the weekend? After that last weekend, there where you had to come away early? How you feeling?
Oh yeah.
You feeling? I'm not going to get into any details about it.
Left
Guys, I'm
early.
just doing a welfare check on you, mate.
Yeah. No, all good.
Yeah,
Recovered.
that's
Ready
good,
for the
that's
next
good.
one.
Yeah, that's good. All right, cool. 23rd of April.
I'll be there.
Nice one. I'll be there as well. Fingers crossed. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. You suggested a Sony CyberShot to me as a possible camera. Have you got one?
No.
No. What's your old camera? What is that like? Would that be able to stream live by any chance?
No, that's a potato. It's a potato. It won't work.
I would use my DLSR camera to try Ooh, how does that sound?
It's a Nikon.
Has that got a mini HDMI input on it?
It does.
Ooh.
It does. 100%.
Would you make that
waterproof.
available? Would you make that available for the 23rd so I can maybe give it a go?
This is waterproof.
All I need is it'll be on a stand. It'll be on a tripod, hooked up to my laptop. The only issue I might have is what the phone signal might be like. That would be the only issue I might have. Ooh.
I have two of them.
We could maybe do a trial.
So yeah, that's all. That's all I ever used back in when I started out. Was these ones here because they're totally waterproof, underwater, everything.
Right. Okay.
Only with the smaller lens on it.
And the zoom capability is what? What is that? Is it?
The zoom's 110, but it's a crop sensor, so it's
would it be suitable?
Works out around 180 type thing. Because it's a crop sensor.
Could we maybe give that a go on the 23rd? And
you could do.
See how it goes.
You could do. Yeah. So that one, it does quite well.
Yeah. All right. Let's give that a go, and we'll see what the go is and see how it works out. The only problem I can foresee would maybe be the phone signal. But if we can get a decent signal, then we might be all right. Power-wise, might be a bit of an issue. Have you got Is it just battery for that, or have you got an actual?
Just single
Power
batteries.
pack
I've got
to go
no
with
battery
it?
pack.
Is it an
No,
adapter, a power adapter with it?
no, I'd have to buy some batteries
Nah,
for it.
don't go doing that. So I'm
Why?
trying to figure. Well, unless you want to do it, it's up to you.
Why?
So
No,
it's
well,
up
I'll
to you.
have to. I'll have to.
All right. So let's go for the 23rd, and we'll give it a go, and see how it comes out. I could probably borrow the generator from my work, but the only issue might be the noise of the generator. So we'll try and figure out something.
Battery pack. Just need a 12 volt.
Ah, that's an idea. Yeah.
12 volt adapter.
Okay. All right. All right. We'll have a look at that and see what we can do with that, and then we can, if it works out all right on the 23rd for a test, then we can see how it'll work for the weekend up at Somerset.
Yep.
Let's do it. All right, guys.
Give it a go.
You heard it here. We're going to try and do a live test stream on the 23rd of April up at Redcliffe. So there we go. Let's do it.
Let's do that.
All right, mate. Right, I'm going to. From that moment, I think we'll just call it a night, and we'll wrap things up for the evening. I think the only thing I've got left, Jeff, I'll let you go. Anything you need to say before you, or anything you want to say before you go?
No, we're good.
You're good.
Love life.
I'll remind you the 23rd. Either that, or you'll remind me.
Will do.
All right, mate. Take it easy.
No worries. See you all.
All right. See ya.
Cheers. Cheers, mate.
So there we go. Let's give that a go and see where we're at. That would be quite an interesting little test, and see how we get on with that. So one final thing is, this is a rec ride. It's not this weekend, it's the following weekend, 24th of April. Guys up in Cairns in the Far North Queensland Ski Group are doing a ride out and around the islands. If you happen to be up that way, or you're even living up that way, and you're looking for a ride that particular day, there's one for you. Hook up with them, drop an interest. It's an event, it's set up as an event. Look up the Far North Queensland Jetski Club, okay? And yeah, take it from there. So, Mon, I got your message. Yes, come up to the Wet Sundays. That would be awesome. We will make it happen at some point. So it will be coming to an island up in the Wet Sundays soon, and I think we may well be a group of us coming up at some point. So whether it's later this year or what, I'm not entirely sure, but we'll figure out something and we'll make it happen. Mon, I'm hoping to get on in the next couple of weeks with Rebecca anyway, so we can probably firm up things then. And the invite, I'm pretty sure, would be still on board. Would still be open. On that note, guys, I am going to sound off, and I'm going to rerun my weekend video again from the weekend. Guys, whatever you're up to this weekend, stay safe. Have a great Easter with your families. Long weekend is upon us. Let's enjoy it. Make the most of it. And be safe. All right, on that note, guys, I'll catch you next week. Take it easy.